Hi, family. It's a beautiful Tuesday evening, and I'm excited to welcome you all to the maiden edition of Beyond the Vows show. Marriage is beyond love, it's a partnership in hopes for life. Keeping it alive and keeping it real is one's own journey. Thank you all for joining in tonight. This is Shine TV Ghana, and I am your host, Lady Emefa. Quickly, we would like to acknowledge our sponsors for the show. We have Apostle Felix Henry Dowu of Abundant Grace Apostolic Church. If you are looking for a Bible believing ministry that you want to attend, this is where we will recommend to you. We have Deacon Emmanuel Owusu. Thank you for sponsoring us. Fredco Constructions Limited. They are available for all your building purposes. Their contact is 0549 610 618001 0549 618 and also Biola Collections. They are into all kinds of clothing. Call them on 0557 112508 0557 112508. And yes, there is a slot to you, the individual or company out there. If you want to sponsor our show, it is kindly allowed. Call us on 0544 961 447. Again, to sponsor our show, call us on 0544 91447. And yes, I am wearing Frankma clothing. I want to send shout out to her. Thank you for making me look beautiful this afternoon. I am grateful. Please call Frankma Clothing on 0243 647 964 for the beautiful outfit I'm wearing. And yes, my fabric is from Helen's Fabric. Call her too if you want the same fabric on 053 66364. Thank you so much for joining in today. Quickly, I am privileged to have two wonderful personalities on the show today. They are experts in their fields who are coming to share with us what it really entails after saying I do, what really goes on after saying I do. This afternoon, our topic for the afternoon is communication in marriage. Communication in marriage. So we have amazing personalities who are going to share with us what communication is marriage is, how it helps, and how lack of communication doesn't help. So without much ado, I want to acknowledge the presence of Mrs. Kandikai Ashikwe. Mrs. Kandikai Ashikwe. So she is the Women Fellowship. She is the president of the Women Fellowship of the Gateway Assemblies of God Ministry. And amazingly, she's been married for 31 years and counting. Yes. So if we are bringing you people, we are not just bringing anybody to you. We are bringing you people who have the experience, who will not lie to us, who will say it just as it is. And you know that 31 years is so much of a time to know what she will be talking about tonight. So Mrs. Ashikwe, you are welcome to Beyond the Vows show. God bless you.
All right.
I also have with me here Reverend Francis Faith Entry. Reverend Francis Faith Entry. He is from Reason Point Church. He is married for 20 years and counting. Yeah, by the grace of God, 20 years and counting. He has a degree in ministry from Maranatha University College. So yes, like I told you, we are not just bringing anybody here. We are bringing expertise who are experts in their field and they know what they are coming to discuss with us today. So, Reverend Francis, you are welcome to Beyond the Vows show.
Thank you.
You are welcome. It's a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much too. Okay, so I want to encourage you sitting by the screens and watching us right now. Take your pens, get your notebook because it's about to get real. We are not about to say what they are not about to say what they don't know. They are not about to say what they haven't experienced. So sit back and learn. And fortunately today, yes, we will be reading your comments. So don't go anywhere. Stay glued to your TVs, stay glued to your phones, and then send in your questions. And by the help of God, I'm sure that all your questions will be answered. So quickly, we want to dive into the discussion. Mrs. Candy.
Hello.
Please, how long have you been married again?
It's about 31 years.
Wow, wow, 31 years. What has been keeping your marriage? Ni bi ana obanye ni okay no ni emo omi marriage no marry for 31 good years. What is your secret?
Secret, the bigger one is for Christ.
Wow.
Knowing Jesus.
Your secret is knowing Jesus.
Knowing Jesus.
The secret to a long-lasting marriage is knowing Jesus.
Knowing Jesus.
Wow.
Secondly is patient.
Wow.
The thirdly, I would say, is prayer.
Wow.
It's prayer.
Knowing Jesus, patience, and prayer. I'm sure you are writing now. She's saying knowing Jesus, patience, and prayer. That is what has kept her in 31 good years of marriage. Yeah. Wow. Please, is it easy?
It's not easy. It's not the praying ground. Cry.
Wow. Wow. I thank God for grace. I thank God for grace. I thank God for grace. Reverend Francis.
Yes,
so what is that thing? What is that secret to your 20 years of marriage and counting?
Thank you for this question. It's like, if you ask anybody who have been in the marriage for years, everyone has his own way of telling you what has kept his or her marriage.
Very true.
For long.
Yeah.
From my side, I would say, as Mommy said, first and foremost is Christ. When the marriage is centered on Christ.
The solid foundation.
Yes, yes. And another thing is that I've seen marriage as, from my point of view, a journey of no return.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So what it takes for me to keep it, I've been trying my best through the leading of the Holy Spirit to keep it, because I've said to myself that it's a journey of no return, unless they are agreed.
Yes, sir.
Now, knowingly or unknowingly, disagreement will come. And sometimes you don't know, you may not have the main, let's say, idea or adekra edebeba.
Okay.
But knowingly or unknowingly, disagreement will come.
Okay.
But as I've already said, that I've seen it as a journey of no return. So managing disagreement, at the end of the day, we are not going pathways. We are still staying together.
Okay.
So we'll try our possible best to solve it. But in solving it, we need to first and foremost find out what brought this disagreement.
Okay.
Yes. Sometimes it might come from one partner or one spouse.
Okay.
But one of the things on this show, I'll be saying it repeatedly, is compromise.
Compromise.
Yes.
You're supposed to compromise in the marriage.
Yes. Compromise in marriage is not a sin.
Okay.
So when the disagreement has come, in solving it, we need to come to that point of compromise.
Okay.
What you did, what I did, okay, at the end of the day. And another thing is, we look for win-win kind of solving it.
Okay.
Sometimes if you always blame the other side, peace will not prevail. But if we understand it from this angle that even for me to allow peace to prevail, I have to compromise.
Okay.
It might not come from me, but for peace to prevail,
okay,
I have to compromise,
okay,
so that peace will prevail.
Even as a man?
Yes.
Okay.
And sometimes that is what people do say, that as a man, you don't have to always be saying sorry. And this thing is affecting marriages, and I think it comes from the upbringing of many people.
Okay.
Sometimes maybe a woman free, maybe a tribe, and now the tradition doesn't allow me to beg a woman or to say sorry or to go on my knees. One thing I'm saying is that if going on my knees will solve the issue, I have to do it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, please, Auntie Cara, how do you manage disagreements in marriages as a woman? Okay, una issue where Obanyo manage le ojogba ake yoni oye oshia. Fine.
Sometimes we need to know each other.
Okay.
Study each other. We have different types of people and the way they understand their background counts, where they are coming from, the way they see things coming from. So you need to know me. Me too, I need to know you. Ken bake no mi bafu. Boko ken kele mi fu, boko ken kele mi bafu. We sani wole wo he. Wole sui ya mi ni wo yo. Nwe subane. Eshi ane ejemi. Mane ejemi e to mi aka me. Onyo ke nuwake shi jemi.
Okay.
Gemoni.
Okay.
They no ba fake ba wele un to mi ake shi. O jemu alo je ko mu.
Okay.
No ene me sani wole ke wife jimi e. In partner je mami bini.
Okay.
Ejayeko, you Jayeko. They are coming from different all over families.
Different backgrounds.
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe you are Ewe, I'm a Gan. A Gan, we do our things differently. The languages also are different. Our understandings are different. So if we know who we are, where we are coming from, then I will know how to approach you with my issue. And I know how you respond.
Okay.
So if I know how you respond, then I know how.
Okay.
To solve the issue with you.
So it's about knowing the person.
Yes.
Know the person and know how to handle the issue. That is all
that
it
is all
about.
It is. The person, how the person reacts when issues are on the ground to solve. How did you go about it?
Practical ni bi komeni mini ji ni bi komeni bo ntamo mami onya ofion ke issue ba okowuteni eba obanyo share with us ni ba nyen wawo. What are some of the things you do?
Some of the things that's like I was saying, I'm a mother. I'm a wife to a husband.
Okay.
I don't need to be in one character like me. There's a one man in another town told us a story. And the story is like this. He said, a nabi, a two and marry. The nabi and two and marry, a girls. She live money by chusu. So woman, a kelagani, a kamaba.
Okay.
A back only, right one, you yo. He guy, if you guess a baba, I get kubiba. Mamileke duade malano. Duade kamada malano. You mash. Ege nice girl sister bashi fufuye. In the way of fufuye shimo. In the way of fufuye shimo. Mamile banageshi. That particular girl kumie. Fufuye ni ishie. Ke po ba mi ke die efun. Ke die efun. At the end of the day ni bashi fufuye tan. Po epa efia. Ni beneke yo yuradon second person ba.
Okay.
Leke eje fufu po ge wonu emi. Efon.
Okay.
Lo shi fufu etani mujibe ekwe po be ekwe ni egbe na echi esu ehuri. Ifite efiai. Third person ni ba le fufu ye keke ni na ni po ye fi oso ake ba shi na ebo. Ke bo e ba je wi da ni ba pe. No at the end of the day woman out of that 3 characters they choose one.
Okay.
Ni enye chon character say mene ni eba afi.
Okay.
Mene ni eba afi. We wo ke wo le wo he. Ni one ke is a quick temperament person. Nem come ole.
Yeah.
That issue say no ni lebeni yo ha. Ma lebeni ma approach le. Yes, with some issues. When we na me yo na moment atmosphere ni yo mi. Ke situation ni yo mi ba anye chwan ke conversation we no go have. You have it easily or not easily.
Many chonko okay mom by you should read the mood. before you say you give your submission.
Yes.
Okay, viewers, I'm sure that you are learning already. It's about to get hotter and hotter. Stay tuned even as we go on a commercial break. When we come back, we'll continue the conversation. Welcome back on a quick commercial break. Thank you for staying through up until this point. We do not take it for granted at all. While you are watching, whatever you are learning, be sure that you are writing it. Don't just come and go just like that. No. Make sure that you are learning something, you are keeping something that would help you. If you are not married, it will help you in the future. Quickly, we want to acknowledge our sponsors again. Apostle Felix Henry Dowu of the Abundant Grace Apostolic Church, Deacon Emmanuel Owusu, Fredco Constructions Limited, Brella Collections, and lastly, like I said earlier, if you want to sponsor the show, call us on 0544 961447, 0544 961447. Please share and like and comment on our social media platforms, please. When you have any question at any point in time, feel free to write it and we'll make sure that we'll read it out and it will be clarified. Thank you for staying this long. Okay, so once again, we are moving to our next question. What causes conflicts in marriage? What's that one thing that mostly causes conflicts in marriage? We hear some couples, they will tell you that they don't fight. They will tell you that kajabeni ye worry ye no ye de ye nkunda. Ye worry ye no emwa ye desa ye be kwa. Some people will even tell you that they fight like once in a year. Some people will tell you that they fight like 2 times in a year. And so omo kanu krena trayin and say it's a saying we believe that we will hear what it really is about from you people. What causes conflicts in marriage?
Okay.
Yeah.
One thing I know, and as I said, two people staying in the same place from different backgrounds, obviously conflict will be coming almost all the time. But conflict comes from different variety or different or various areas.
Okay.
One is poor communication.
Poor communication brings conflicts.
Yes. Yeah. Another thing is financial issues. Another one is intimacy issues.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And sometimes people may not open up to tell you that all these things are issues or root cause of conflict.
Right, financial issues. How is that supposed to bring conflict? I thought we hear people say that I am comfortably managing my home. I'm comfortable with what my husband gives me. I'm comfortable with what my wives bring on board. How does financial conflicts come about? It's like what does you, since you're a man,
Yes.
what do men do financially that bring conflicts to the marriage?
For example, one partner, sometimes it comes from the men. The women might be going through stress to get something to put it on the table. The man might be saying that I don't have anything. So when the woman find out that the man has something that he is hiding, obviously it will bring a problem.
Okay.
Definitely conflict will come. And sometimes when financial issues like in the house, there is no money.
Okay.
And a man's supposed to provide for the house.
Okay.
Whether you have it or not, you have to provide. So when there is no money, and some of the women who don't have understanding of the situation, definitely they will bring issue. Definitely it will cause issue. So sometimes, as I said, bring money for school fees, for bills, for other things, and you are saying that you don't have. But when I was just searching, for something, I found out that you have hide something there. Obviously, disagreement or conflict will just set in.
Okay, Rev. So yes. Are you saying that when somebody is in a marriage and the man is not bringing money, the man is not able to take care of the home, are you saying that there will always be conflict in that house? Or the lady is supposed to understand that because you are saying that when a man is not providing, it can bring about conflicts. So are you saying that a man who is unable to provide for the wife like 5 years, they would always have conflicts in that house for 5 years?
No, what I'm trying to say is that we help each other. But when there's a case of ban guso support, at least the man's supposed to also do something.
Okay.
But for 5 years, the man is always using an excuses. I don't. Definitely, the woman will get tired.
Okay.
Yes, the woman will get tired. So sometimes I advise the youth, before you go into marriage or before you say I do, make sure that you are financially sound. Not that you have to get all the money, but make sure that you'll be able to take care of the woman.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is the angle I'm coming from.
Okay.
That at least you should support each other. But when the burden is on one-sided, definitely it will bring conflict.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so Auntie Ka, what's your take on what the man of God just said?
Yes, I think what you said is true. And I wanted to say something about it.
Okay.
Let's see, my husband has money.
Okay.
Sometimes we, the women, the men see us that we spend too much or we spend necessary.
Okay.
We spend anyhow. And sometimes that is women.
Okay.
Sometimes we do too.
We do that.
Yes.
Okay.
But that is ours. So some of the men wanted to keep some money aside. When you are in needed, he'll give it to you.
Okay.
To the same person. I noticed that thing from my husband.
Okay.
So when he gives me some money and still I go back of his pocket and see another one there, I'm not bothered because I realize he keep that one for me, the same me and the children.
So, Mrs. Kai, when a man is not able to take care of the home financially, what are some of the things that is possible to happen in that house?
Chi whereby again na keshika no yin isa no ke hami okay fe no kokro ni feel like ya sani wo wie.
Oh, Mrs. Kai, what if more enye shika kra as you for so many years?
Oh,
meaning it's because situations like this, it happens a lot.
Yes.
He doesn't have some to bring to the table. How long can a woman cope with that? And is the woman supposed to cope? Ni wanta wale mini Jesus and so ine ke ba ye yo eno.
It can be pi ba.
Okay.
Be yemi she nye hi. Even ke ba la kampwe. Even affection in your marriage me large yo. Love large yo.
Kenu ha yo.
Yes, shika financial.
Momo nyeta. Okay.
Ejageshi wo ye ni na ha wo sometimes say ebozo wo mura.
Okay.
Ya ni love the moshimo. So kenu ko ba pe yo pani bi ashi e fe dry e do mombele ni bi piano. The same thing here ulaga no.
Okay.
Here ulaga show na geshi leke mi. Sometimes say that is where prayer is needed.
Okay.
When things are not going on, God said, call upon me. The two of us will start calling God.
Okay.
If the man is not able to do, because some of the men, when they are in stress, they can't pray. But you, the woman, we can take it.
Pray for them.
Yes.
Okay.
You stand in the gap, pray, and make peace.
Okay.
Call for God and peace will be reign in the marriage. Even though money is not everything, you can manage until God open another door.
Okay. So, my men, their guest submission is saying, their submission is saying that give your women money, please. It makes them love you. Please give the women money. It makes them love you. And also, they are saying that when you don't give your woman money, it brings conflicts. And the women, please, when your husbands are not giving you money, Mrs. Carr is saying that learn to stand on your feet as a woman of faith and pray for them. Because some of them, they don't have. You know, as Christians, there are spiritual aspects and physical aspects of everything. That is what we believe. So when you are married and things are not going well for you, I believe strongly that when you stand and pray, just like our guests are saying, God will step in that situation and turn things around for your good. So again, my next question.
Lady, sorry, before you move on.
Okay.
There is also one thing I want to just put in.
Okay.
That is, we have what we call unmet expectations.
Unmet
expectations. Sometimes the perception we take into marriage, obviously, if you don't see it, most of the times it also brings conflicts in marriage.
Okay.
For example, many women believe that after you say, or the very day you say, I do, that is the marriage.
Okay.
And I love this program, the theme for the program,
Beyond the Vows. After saying I do, what really happens?
You see the point?
Yes,
so
sir.
when we see people taking the veil, putting the rings, that's all what they know.
Yeah.
But they don't know that it's a journey.
A journey.
It entails a lot. So they carry so many perceptions into the marriage. So when they don't meet the expectations of their what they expected, it also conflicts in the marriage. So we need to be also careful. Not everything you have in mind to get in the marriage that you will get. For example, I've married for 20 years.
Okay.
I have one child.
Okay.
That's not what I planned.
Yes, sir.
So we are still trusting God. If God will add up, we will thank Him. If it doesn't add up, because we planned that we have 4 children.
Okay.
Now we don't have it. So I know the problem about expectation. I was expecting this, I was expecting that. Then send to me Anka. And also to me the conflict.
Yes. So we should cut down on our expectations in marriages and try to manage what our spouses bring on the table. The attitude they give us, we should try to manage it. Whatever they give us, we should try to manage it.
We are going to build together.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. That's a great submission. Yeah. So how can you show your spouse that you are listening? Our conversation today is specifically on communication, communication in marriage. So we want to know, how can you show your spouse that you are listening? There is a difference between you hearing and listening. I believe so.
Sure.
Yes. How Antika, how te oba fete oba chon no akashi noni area o bulletwe mini ni bi ne ba na ne ba ka akashi a inga ne kenkele wie ebuotwe alo ebomitwe.
Maybe baba o your respond, the way you react, actions you make, more kebo wie o ye phone o nye mono e cho me aka obo letwe o jo mo beje me me egbe na ebu aga mini nke leni le ke nka ko bo letwe chimo yo mo le ke bo yu o ka obotwe Ini oba fe ye wi mo nya wi ese. Chomi aka yo mo de ke bu wi. Onu wa.
Okay.
Wo fe ni de ke.
Okay.
Aka she we bulletu. Wo ye nyo fe nu eji o. Do eji o. Sometimes say e ba like ye for we ma ge shi. When I talk to my husband, he doesn't listen. My husband doesn't listen to me. It's not like that.
Okay.
He the person has listened to what you have said. You have heard it. A year or yai to answer it. That is men.
Okay.
We the women, we are anxious. We want the thing fast. When I talk, you do it. Then I know. And when what I said, you have heard it. No, it's not like that.
Okay.
So the action, the reaction, the way we respond shows that what I said, you have heard it.
Okay. So over to you, Reverend.
Oh, okay.
How do you show your partner that you are listening to whatever he or she is saying? Okay, so as a man, how do you show your wife that you are listening?
I strongly believe that you can show to your wife that you are listening by paying close attention to your wife. Now, in the course of paying attention to your wife or to your partner, you need to consider the tone. You need to consider the words of your wife. Consider the emotions. I said you consider the tone.
The tone.
Yes. Of the woman. You consider the words that are coming, and you consider the emotions. And another thing is the body language.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You are listening to the person, but you consider all these areas. From normal sense, if your wife is talking to you and there is no problem, you can clearly find out from the body language how, she's using the body. Okay. If there is no problem, you can see from the tone how she speaks.
Okay.
So, you pay close attention to her. Somebody has said that one of the signs of maturity is to listen more than to do the talking.
Okay.
You get a point? So everybody wants to be heard.
Okay.
Even if she wants to be heard.
Yes, sir.
So you're listening to the person, the tone, and sometimes we are quick to cut off the words that are coming. Sometimes you need to just listen to the person.
Yeah.
From counseling session, if you are counseling somebody, you allow the counseling to talk.
Okay.
If she's crying or if he is crying, allow the person to cry. What you can do to help the person is to get, let's say, a handkerchief,
a tissue,
to give it to the person. Let the person cry out. By the time the person finishes, you can see that the problem is solved.
Okay.
So everybody wants to be heard. So pay close attention to the person by considering the tone, considering the words, considering the body language, and the emotions.
So you don't just have to listen to the words the person is saying. You have to look beyond that.
That is it.
Read her demeanor, read her emotions, and look beyond what,
That is where after everything you'll be able to help the person.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
If you overlook all these things, you won't be able to help the person.
Okay.
And by the time you realize, that is what mommy said.
Wow.
Because the oppressor,
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And most of the time, some women want you to get close to her. As Ugusu our Kasano, you are just tapping the person. I'm listening. Keep on talking.
Okay.
So the person will know that my husband or my wife is listening
to me.
Sure.
Wow. Sure. Wow. Great submission. When you know that you are being heard, you read the demeanor, you look beyond the words, and then listen very well to whatever the person is saying. That is what Reverend is saying. So how can you tell your partner what you need in a marriage? Oba feten, oba ke, o partner keshi, o hiano koneke, alo hiano koneke. Megbe noni oba cha no oba bi. Enele eyahan oye teach you. Because we believe that men are supposed to be the providers of the home. So when you are in need of something, je ekole shikak be fan kumeto she ekole otawani efe no kuhambo ekole you want something to be done in the future while you are married eba fe teme gbenani obachon dani obabi o partner ni eke to enjoy baba ni eba hani ko bile huwe ebanye hambolele because I believe I can change. It's not all marriages that when their partners ask them of something they are able to give.
Sure.
So how do you about fete no eba no partner ale akeshin you are in need of this thing ni eba fear humble.
Well, normally sometimes say woyi oyai.
Okay.
She yo yai like I. He tree she too.
Mrs. Kai, if it mo owian han yen why da be Mrs. Kai pen owian han keje bini wo je chef it mo o ken bilo wa yes so o find a we ma of you no of you
wo ye ona
yes sir
keji wo ba na wo twi
okay
ona ni oba fe oba yusu maka gashi wo fe ni basa we have power to take things from men.
Oh, okay. We have the power
to take things from men.
Okay.
Who was struggling. Okamebe no. Shiona geshi hi ni. It's an famous sumunani.
Okay.
Ekagbeneke obi no kwe. Like edo like eji ahabo.
Okay.
Chike mo ni eto no fe. Ekebo nwe onu. Keleke. Ka chike bo ke mi chike ya. O fe like I ka basami mpo.
Oh.
Open.
Okay.
No open. Kede shi obabi ni te afete ba han boy. Ona ni wa won wo so aka pampa wo. Ame yin wo so aka ji ame hu apampa me. Wo ye power e wo fe wo ni bi jogba. Wo oni bi mo ye yin ade ewa.
Okay.
Oba ni wona le easy. Was oni ni komino gba aso ichi aipe. Etu enyu emi. Mi nto no ko ye nwude. Ni mi nto woni la ge nwu aka bia me e be shika. Moment ni yo mi ona ni esani ma fe wise woman.
Okay.
Esani ma bini keke.
Okay.
Ma read the atmosphere.
Oh, okay. Ewo ke oye gbanashin le mi esani oba teshikeke ni oba bi owu no ni otawo. Onye no teshikeke no ya o find the woman. Jessica ila keshi as a woman owune sa ke provide ahamo e wo ke owi akeshi untimi sorry na unko say pacho mi ya say mamia why
baby
I didn't know
in the marriage no we know the man know what he's supposed to do.
Okay.
Me too, I know what I'm supposed to do. The man who is the head of the family knows that when I wake up in the morning I need to put something down. I need to be sure my children are okay. My wife is okay. Those things is the
normal routine.
Yes, it's the job of the man. So he's supposed to know. We shouldn't fight of that.
Okay.
Mo ba say it was said juba. Esa no obi oye. Esa boni to ni abio. Ono shishi. Ele ake no tumoni. Ani ena mi ni hwe o. O sa, bibi eni ho nda man fa hwe amba. Nti ebe ni den. Ya solve problem. O yenye se. O ne yenye ase. Ya manage ye ho. Communication na ya ye no. Na ye ni yie and the results papa abreye. But once the man is not saying anything, he knows his duty. He's not performing his duty. He has leave it. He has gone. You have any bafi? Ebi bafu. Yes. La cambia mi. Ni bia mi. No ko ya no ni egbepo eda ni e ba kebo.
Okay.
No wo ke o read the lejoba. O ba nyo na moment in a time atmosphere ni e yo mi. O ba nyo bi ni no ni ne ba hye no. Le keje la ga le ni bi mo. O ba bi mo na bo. O ba no shishi. She beni o feel ke bi oni no fatai. Yes.
Thank you.
Because even Bible said so.
Okay.
It said on our tongue, life and death is our tongue. We should choose life. So speak well. Okay. Know how to talk. Know how to.
So if you need something from your husband, speak well.
Yes.
And then you will be given. And Mrs. Kai is saying that speak well, and when he doesn't have, he will let you know nicely as a man. And when he has, he will give you because you have gone with submission before him to ask whatever you need. So, Reverend, talking about the needs of a woman, let's say as a man, you are doing what you are supposed to do. You are giving your daily chop money to your kids, to your wife. If your wife needs something more than what you give her every day, she needs more than the chop money. She needs more than what you give her. Now she wants a new hair. Now she wants a new dress. Now, which are very essential, you know, because you cannot say you are married to a lady and leave her just to be taking care of herself like that. In fact, so if the lady wants more than the chop money now, the two and she comes, do you think that as a man, it is in your place to provide that aside the chop money ni sikana wunim say we ye masedie no afei maba me pe ehun foforo me pa atare me pe 1,000 cedis me de koya they are very important. How do you, is it okay to give your wife? How do you go about it? Also bisa me nsem bebre and I say also the money keke, like we want to really understand this.
Okay, thank you so much. Now, this or the needs issue we are talking about, it boils down to effective communication. How do you communicate to your husband concerning these needs? Okay. And we are talking about the needs of the woman. Okay. And you just said that the man has provided everything. And she needs extra. So I need to find out.
She needs something for
herself.
Personal needs. That what she needs is a personal need. You are giving the chop money now, or the okay. You are giving the but this is your wife. This is her. She wants something nice on it. She wants money, so the bed so open. Is it in your place to provide all that? And I say,
of course. But since I've provided what it needs to be done in the house, if I have it, I'll provide it. But if I don't have it, it depends on how she communicates with me.
Okay.
You get a point? Okay. Because you need to, if you need of something, you need to identify what you need.
Okay.
Number two, you need to choose appropriate time to discuss with your man. And sometimes I've provided everything right from the time I provided. You are asking another thing. What do you think it will happen? You see the point? So you need to consider the appropriate time. Choose the appropriate time, a convenient time of talking about something that is somehow new to me.
Marev, just like we know that providing chop monies and providing what will be used for the house is your responsibility.
Sure.
It's taking care of your wife's personal needs to a husband's responsibility.
Oh, of course.
It sees your responsibility.
Yes.
Just as equal as the chop money is.
Of course. Of course. Because there is one thing we need to understand. And from our culture as Africans, you went in for the woman.
Okay.
And you brought the woman to your house. Knowing and proving to everybody that you can take care of the woman. That is why you have brought her. So if you have it, that is why I said that it's centered on communication. How does the woman communicate with you concerning her needs?
Okay. So it all boils down to communication.
Sure, effective communication.
Fortunately and unfortunately, our time is up, almost up. And I believe that you have learned a lot. You have really, really learned a lot. This is the time. I'll use a few minutes to read Facebook comments today. So please let it flow. Write your comments. Write the things you have learned. And if you have any questions, we will be glad to ask our guests so that they can give you the necessary clarifications that you need by the grace of God. So Solomon Odai says, God bless you. Shine TV for such a program. Amazing. Sachite. Happy belated birthday to you, Amazia. You have been one of Shine TV's faithful viewers, and we appreciate you so much. We pray that the Lord would help you in this journey, give you all it takes to stand on your feet as a young guy. God bless you so much. He says that powerful session we are following closely. Okay. My madam is doing all. I believe it is Mrs. Kai, not me. Okay, so Jennifer Dede Ashikwe says that men always hide money and they claim they are saving for emergency purposes and make it look as if they don't have. They should be frank. Please, the men, be frank. Don't be keeping your money from us. You know, one thing I have learned is that when you are keeping your money from a lady, she will keep hers from you too. Because, you know, we know that our money is for us. So if you are bringing yours, if you are giving yours to us, but if you are hiding it, please stop. It's not a good attitude. Men who are hiding money, you will not get beautiful girls to marry. Because you'll be afraid of buying wigs and buying nice pomades. So, okay, very insightful. Helena Adai says that money is very necessary.
Yeah.
My women are really much on this money issue. They are really much on this money. In fact, let me tell you something funny. I have a friend in my small circle who is saying that, Emefa, if a man wants to get married to me and doesn't have at least 2 bedrooms self-contained, is a no-go area. So you see, women are very, very, very mindful of money because I'm sure that they were looking good. So why bring them and you know that you cannot take care of them and like if it's so please, amen, work hard and take care of. So men can, okay, so quickly, I would like to send a congratulatory message in advance to my friend Awulana. She's about to graduate with a first class by the grace of God in KNUST. I want to congratulate you in advance. We are so proud of you and we are so proud of the woman you are becoming. God bless you and increase you. So Helen Adai says that men can pretend, I swear. Hey, men can pretend, I swear. They will tell you they don't have money, but they will be spending, mercy. I cannot read this comment. Men have eyes, but they can't see the needs of their woman. Jesus. Men have eyes, but they can't see the needs of their woman. Please, men, our women are saying that open your eyes and see the needs of your wives and then do accordingly so that there can be peace in the house. Because even like our guest said, they are saying that if there is no money in the house, just like I believe that kesake you are fe no koni efe neke beba shia na kaino ke esake shi no afe no koni efe eke beba shia. So let's all check that. Awulana says that this thing called money, but I think in all you're doing do something for yourself as a, okay, she's trying to say that try to do something for yourself as a lady, just in case you meet these things. Just like our pastor said, he says that sometimes the expectations we take to the marriages are not met. So if you are working as a woman and your expectations in the marriage, you don't even get it, you are able to provide your own needs. Thank you so much for staying glued to us. Thank you for your comments. I believe that you have really learned, and we will take our last comments or our last words from our guests before we close the show. Mrs. Kai, please, what are the very last words you have to tell your viewers out there? And if you would like to give them your number in case of anything, because you have been married for 31 years, it's not a joke. We want to tap into that anointing. So what are your last words? And if somebody wants you for a counseling session, how can they get you?
Oh, well, my last words, I want to say, if you have married and you are living with your husband,
okay,
please be patient.
Okay.
Be prayerful. Because marriage is not a joke.
Okay.
It's not a praying place too.
Be patient and be prayerful because marriage is not a joke. From a 31-old married woman talking, pray about your marriage and be patient. So, Reverend, please, what are your last words?
Yeah. To add a bit to what Mommy said.
Okay.
Since we are talking about communication in marriage, communication is very essential to every sector of life. And since communication is exchanging and imparting information to one another, we should consider the elements of communication. Sender, the receiver, and the message. Sometimes the sender and the receiver are not the problem, but the message itself. So we need to be careful how we communicate, the words we use to communicate to
our
other,
partners,
so that there will be peace and we have.
Thank you.
A peaceful marriage.
Peaceful marriage.
Okay.
Yes.
So would you like to put your number out there in case of anything?
Okay.
Okay.
If anybody want to contact me, 0244 227234.
Okay. So Mrs. Kai.
If anybody want to contact me to 055 641 9282.
All right. So thank you so much for staying glued to your phones at this time. You have really done well. I'm sure that you have learned something. Please, my makeup is by MF's Blush. My dress is from Frankmas Clothing. Again, her number is 050243647964. And my clothes is from Helen's Fabric. Her number is 0531566 364. So Apostle Felix Henry Dowu, thank you so much. Deacon Emmanuel Owusu, we appreciate. Fredco Constructions Limited, thank you. Brella Collections, thank you so much. You want to sponsor this show as an individual or a company, kindly call 0544 961447. Thank you so much for watching Beyond the Vows show. What really goes on after saying I do. God bless you all. Bye.